because that skip was like Xbox exclusive, they had to split categories.
Is that all this was for?
It kept going. That platform.
Yeah, that's a Scooby-Doo cycle, and I haven't gone across these.
No, you haven't.
Whew, that feels like that shouldn't have worked. A lot of stuff in this area looks like... A lot of the stuff in this area looks the same. I guarantee you this place probably smells horrible.
Creepy early literally happened because people hate this world.
I can see why.
So that caused, you know, that huge split. Though any percent with creepy early, people have beat this game in under 15 minutes.
Well, like, isn't the area was like creepy in its name? That area that connects to like the final area or something?
Yes. And because of collision errors, you can double jump your way up without certain power-ups.
Damn it! Okay, that's dick design. Because of the, like, no, you're getting hit animation you can't act out of, so those are literally placed there so that if you get hit, you can't recover.
It's irreversible. Just like my raincoat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the combination an idiot would have on his luggage. Did you get the air shield combination? Yes. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Amazing. That's the same combination I have on my luggage.
Just because you give me help, game designers, doesn't justify it.
Open the air shield. And change my luggage combination.
I was holding... oh, fuck me. I was holding run and the,
Yeah.
I was holding run and the charge, like, was B, and look at how much the game was still fighting me on that. I was gonna say, a point right there might stop in a minute, man.
We are close to the one, like the next power-up. Because it's down the...
oh. Isn't it in here? Well, and by that I mean in this area.
It's at the... No, it's the first lighthouse area, but you're...
But I have the garages now, so...
Because you're incredibly close to... One, you looped back to the complete beginning of the game. Yeah, you're back at the beginning, so... Progression in the one plot item is the other dock level. It's in the area with the lighthouse. I'll have to loop back through. And this is why this is designed the way it is, because that's...
So is it through here?
Because you can jump and go through the caves, you're working around to the lighthouse side, not back to the beginning of the game.
I'm gonna try to get whatever that power
That,
up
cause you're not that far off from that. You just have to go through a few little levels. By a few levels, I just mean a few, like, couple of screens. Stop soon, because doing a shorter recording, because it did get kind of late. We were just not that far off from kind of the next.
Then I'll do that.
Power up.
Because Scooby, because the game actually does, you know, take, like, the Scooby snacks, you have to enter, like, the snack gates and shit. I have to, cause people, like, with speedruns and shit, found a sweaty way to, like, literally have all of, like, the Scooby snacks at a single time, or is that...
Because
like,
you have to constantly spend the snacks for the most part? No, because speedruns have to spend snacks at various points because you need to get into certain doors.
Because it's just one of those dumb things I could very easily see the, like, you know, internet doing for some dumb challenge run if people are able to break a game enough to actually find a potential, damn it, a path that let you do that. Like how a Super Metroid has been so a broken reverse bosses as a category.
That it is.
Though my favorite thing about that, if you do reverse bosses and other shit, I believe it's the
door.
I believe it's the plasma beam. One charge shot from the plasma beam does, like, so much damage. You just need to shoot Crocomire once to have him walk back in his entirety. Because it was that boss not having health, the way the game calculates, like, damage for him is how much, like, damage something would do would be translated, I believe, into steps. It's, like, translated into how many tiles he walks, like, backwards.
Yeah, you're incredibly close.
Or something like that.
Because you're at the box crosser area. All the box crossers.
Those were instant kill, weren't they?
Yes.
Asshole.
You can get on top of the boxes and there's more crap up there, or use the door.
I don't think you can get on top of... Stupid camera.
Fucking told you, son.
I remember that being a thing, I just couldn't remember if that was here.
What's your token?
Oh god, I'm gonna have to reawaken the memory of where the monster tokens are.
Good lord. Yeah, you're actually close to the lighthouse. Close-ish. Because this area...
Actually, that's something really funny given what we're talking about. It's sort of hard to notice, but I believe the monster tokens are just, like, official art of the monsters. Because if you notice, that's the sea monster thing. Look at how different it is.
Mm-hmm.
making me wonder if the monster tokens, if they actually, like, took cells from the, like, original series and, like, scanned them in or something.
Yeah.
500? Oh, God.
Should be on the...
Going down which way?
Oh, this was it! Funny. This is what I was talking about. The next power-up is in the lighthouse level, and the lighthouse is...
Yeah, because I can't get...
What?
I can't get over there. That gap's too wide. So you have to go down this way.
No. You can get over that gap. You can't go this way. That's the way you can't go. You can go up to the light. Because that's a fan. You can get across that gap.
Depth perception.
Okay. Just enough. Just enough, man.
Pretty sure one of the problems I like had as a child was this game was I would commonly like waste my double jump almost immediately. But I mean, I would like do that, basically jump and then jump again instead of trying to use the first jump to get distance and then double jumping. Which is, you know, how they want you to do it.
See?
Lighthouse right now.
Yeah, and the power-up is in the lighthouse.
Well, no, just get that power up then, so...
I said, like... Because it's only been, like, 30 extra minutes.
Because after, like... Because if I remember correctly, was what this power-up is, after I get this, I might go back to some areas for some cleanup.
Could also show off the one interesting thing, given, which is funny given what we're talking about as it is. And it's a good... It's the ground pound.
Yeah.
So you can smash through wooden floorboards. Which lets you do a couple of things.
I'm going to stop in a minute and what?
We can stop in a minute.
What I was going to say was, like, is there any, like, speedrun skip or speedrun thing, like, related to the ground pound?
It's more of just a... It's more of just a funny secret that also saves on Scooby Snacks. And it's funny given us talking about the, one area... Now you're down here. We're talking about that creepy cellar, and and you're coming up on something. There's a warp gate up. Oh, the bridges will fall.
Damn it.
There's a warp gate. Not a warp. I mean, there's a snack gate around the corner, but do not pay it. Do not pay that snack gate. It's 500.
Do I even have?
Yes.
I barely have enough.
Yes.
Ah, it feels good that I can do that again.
Yeah.
It's going to be in here. on, I am touching that.
There you go.
Remember what I said about being impatient?
Yes. Oh yeah, there is a warp gate, but then there's also a 500 snack gate, but you can ignore the snack gate completely and do this other really do not pay that 500.
So I guess I'm gonna warp out just to save and probably stop, and we can do
There might be a save point in the one area because of this little secret, which has a few.
Well, to stop at that, like, how close are we to that secret?
It's Smuggler's Cove. It's that first warp.
Okay, so Smuggler's Cove.
I can point out a few things. Well, there's a few things. So first off, okay, good, you have full health. If you ground pound through that, you'll fall into the one cavern, skipping a snack gate. But something funny just happened.
What?
Look at your health.
It was 3.
You died. There's a death plane and a warp zone underneath that hole. You fell through the death plane and died and warped to the level so that they reloaded you with...
I have to ask why, so if I go through here, that would activate the snack gate?
No, that should bypass it, yes, and you'll go back to the warp.
And by that, you mean the game, because I went through here, is going to just act like it's cleared?
It should, yes. Oh, no, it doesn't. You just skip it, then. Cool. Do not pay...
No, what we do is...
Don't... It's there.
I needed to grab the Scooby snack. I wasn't trying to pay.
Okay.
I was trying to grab the Scooby snack. We can stop now.
That's literally, like... Just don't pay that! That's the chump gate! For chumps! So apparently it doesn't clear it, but we can just avoid...
That's why I...
Now, keep in mind, when falling through the hole, you will die. I also wanted to show that off, because that's funny as hell. If you go back through the hole and pay very close attention, you can hear him die.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yikes! Reload, 3 health. That is an unavoidable death.
Huh.
Which goes into to talk about that loading zone is always there, but it is surrounded by a death plane. And because it is surrounded by a death plane, they try to hide it in the transition that you're dying, but because the game always reloads you with 3...
My question is, why is it surrounded by a death plane? That's my question. If you turned this into a, warp or something, why did you still have the death plane there?
We can talk about that for just a minute. Because in the beta version of the game, not the PS1 beta, the, first build of this version, the dock level, that hole, you get to the dock and you jump down a hole and you go to a new level. But when they rearranged the map, they rearranged everything, but they left the hole as a fun secret. But by leaving the hole, there's a confusing death plane. But this gets to, on the Xbox version, creepy early, you can go under the map, and you can get to that loading zone. But what's funny is the way that creepy early works, because when people figured out what was going on, it is actually really fucking funny. Why creepy early only works on the Xbox?
Why does it revolve around that death plane?
Yeah.
What, did they move it?
No. It's far better. It's still there on the Xbox.
Yeah.
But the death plane is surrounded by a bubble, and this bubble is what people call the God Bubble because of what the God Bubble does.
So I'm guessing on the Xbox version, when you do that ground pound thing, you don't actually die when going through that.
Yeah, it's because of what the God Bubble does.
I'm guessing it makes you invincible or something.
It makes you invincible to everything. So instead of removing the death plane, they just put the God Bubble.
So it's funny because it means they realized the problem. Here, okay, we can stop now.
We can spend about 3 hours, but I just wanted to... One, it was a short secret. And two, I wanted to show you that you died. And if you actually pay attention, it's incredibly quick, and they try to hide it in the loading. Scooby will scream. Because you're triggering a death plane and a loading zone. So then you load into the level, but you died. So you come... So that means if you use that warp, you will lose health, but it saves you 500 Scooby snacks. That was a 500 snack gate.
Funny. Meaning that this file's total should actually, by the end, have more Scooby snacks than my main file. Because
you skipped 500.
Yes.
Because you literally don't need to ever pay that toll. At the cost of 2 health. But the 2 health cost, I think, is negligible because they just keep giving you health.
Yes.
That's... I'll be ending in a second. I just wanted to... That's just so fucking funny to me. And on the Xbox, the death plane is there and it's just surrounded by invincibility.
Funny.
It's why you can't do creepy early. Because anyone who gets under the map touches the death plane. And the load... Imagine the loading zone is a bubble and around it is just instant death. And the Xbox team... And... It's funny because people have also said using that shortcut, I would need to get before ending, get the facts straight. People had said that on the PS2 version, it's a little bit less hidden, where it's slightly more obvious that you are dying. But even the GameCube cannot completely cover that up, because when you die, you reload with 3 health.
Instead of 5.
You went in with 5 and you came out with 3.
Yes. Well, that also, technically, because of that, it means if you do that with 1 or 2 health, you're going to actually gain, a point.
Because you're going to die.
Funny.
Hey,
Ow.
It saves you 500...
Yeah.
Okay, with all of that said, this has been a short recording for Night of 100 Frights, because it is almost 4 o'clock in the morning, because I basically had to take, an hour to fix the capture card. And the capture card... is working, just sitting here. But with that done, I hope you all enjoyed this set of videos. We will record this slightly longer next time, probably, but our next big recording is likely going to be Fatal Frame again. With all of that said, however, I hope you all enjoyed this set of videos. So, time for my normal outro. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later. It's time for the question of the day, my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, how many of you knew about that one secret entrance that we showed off near the end of the part? Most people don't seem to know that secret entrance is there. Most people end up paying the 500 Scooby snacks at the one snack gate and basically go in to that area from the main entrance. That secret seems to be based on the early designs of the game while it was in beta, because the beta map ended off at the dock and you basically jumped into that hole to end that level. But when they changed the map around and made the game more focused on exploration and backtracking, they used that dock as a connection point to link a few areas together, and somebody clearly wanted to use the hole that you initially ended the level at and obviously that person decided to make the hole a secret to skip a snack gate, making that secret entrance something that would reward a player for exploring around and remembering that the one wood panel was there. And if you connected the dots on the type of wood you could break through, you might attempt to break through that one area and end up finding that secret entrance, which is a really cool secret. But it does make me wonder when somebody put that secret entrance loading zone there, because entering that hole kills you. So obviously the death plane under the map was still there. It feels like a programmer likely put that secret warp there incredibly last minute, because it's weird that using it basically kills you. And I would love to know if anyone actually knows if I'm right about that. Like, they covered up the hole and someone decided to turn that into a secret and put a loading zone under it and put that breakable wood panel on top of it, and just wanted to see if people would figure that out. Anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.